Well, we rioted.
It's from the basement, a cool show with some really cool stuff. The basement, diddle-it-diddle-it, haha!
Welcome back, everybody, to the grand return of From the Basement, the show which brings you stuff that you probably don't care about, but you're watching this show anyways. Today we're gonna have thrills, chills, other things that end in LL, and lots of other really cool stuff. So I'm glad you all tuned in. First thing I'm going to talk about is the wild card football games of the playoffs that happened this weekend? Okay, yes, the football games that happened this weekend. I was pretty happy with the games generally, although I was talking to a friend yesterday about scores and whatnot. We kind of, between the two of us, we decided that we don't really like that football games can end with field goals. And for those of you who don't know what that means, I'm going to bring in an expert, someone who I just happen to have here with me in the studio, to explain that to you. So I'll turn it over to her now.
Yes, hello. Thank you for having me on your show. Of course, I'm going to talk to you about the American field goal. A field goal is when the football is kicked through the metal post shown above. A field goal in American football is worth 3 points to be added to the team's total. In American football, there is a move called the quarterback kneel, where the quarterback can run off almost over 2 minutes off the clock by simply just allowing the play to go on. This move is often used at the end of a game when a team is either tied or a few points behind. This allows the team to run off until the last 3 seconds of the game, kick the field goal in for 3 points, and win.
So yeah, that's what a field goal is. Just want to thank my friend for coming in and helping us out with that. It just felt kind of cheap. It happened twice this weekend to 2 different teams, and I don't know, it just feels cheap. It's like when you're playing chess with a friend, and your friend takes your queen with like a pawn, and you're like, seriously dude? You took my queen with a pawn? That's cheap. You should, just stop playing chess. But yeah, I mean, otherwise, I was pretty happy with the scores. The Chiefs completely blew it in the second half of their game, because the team they're playing, they're up by like 28 points or something like that, and the other team that they're playing, the Colts, they came back and won the game 45-44, I think it was, and it was just ridiculous. It was nice to see the Chargers beat the Bengals, but it kind of puts Andy Dalton in the hot seat with the Bengals, because they had a great season. They never lost at home until just now in the playoffs. Oh, Andy Dalton's the quarterback for the Bengals, by the way. And really, the only reason that they lost was because Andy Dalton really just completely blew it. He threw like 2 interceptions. I think he fumbled the ball twice. He recovered one of them, but he didn't recover the other. The Chargers are playing the Broncos next week, and I think the Broncos are going to win just because the Chargers, they're not really as complete of a team, but, it's sweet, yeah, so that's football news. What we're going to talk about is, important things that happened on this day throughout history. And so looking through the whole thing and what happened today, and I noticed that today was the first day of the impeachment trial for Bill Clinton back in 1999. So, as we all know, Bill Clinton was involved in this huge scandal of blah blah blah, he was sleeping with someone else that wasn't his wife, and da-da-da. So, as my friends would say, yay polygamy. Other things that happened on this day were, I don't know. Actually, today was pretty boring, so I guess nothing really important happened on this day. Let's move on to our next segment. In our last segment, we're going to talk about love. In our last segment, I'm going to talk about how I was going to get my driver's license over this winter break. And obviously I didn't, which is a little disappointing to me. It was kind of my goal for the winter break, and kind of got me to think about things that are unfinished. And it kind of sucks when in life you have things that are unfinished. Things that you want to do, but either too hard, or you don't have time for it, or you just can't find the motivation to. And from that, I just want to say, don't leave stuff unfinished, because you don't know when you're going to have the chance to do it again. So don't let it pass you by. So anyways, that is today's show of From the Basement. I hope you all liked it. To kind of sum up today's show, first off, field goals are stupid. Second of all, field goals are literally the worst and are stupid and should not be used at the end of a game. And third of all, welcome back to school, everyone. Bye.
Dog goes